Today's lesson is about momentum. So we're starting the Forces 2 topic this week, and the first lesson is about this idea of momentum. It's very simple. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. So all we have to do is to multiply the mass of an object by its velocity to get its momentum. We give the symbol P to momentum. I'm not quite sure why, but we can't use M because M is already used for mass and we use V for velocity. So we're going to use this very simple equation to do some calculations in today's lesson. Now we might need to rearrange the equation, so there is a triangle that will help us to do that. So I'm going to draw that here. Okay, so P at the top for momentum, M for mass, V for velocity. The units of momentum are kilogram meters per second. Okay, kilogram meters per second. And you also need to know that momentum is a vector. That becomes important in later lessons, not so much today. So we're going to look at an example which is on the PowerPoint. Okay, so you need to look at the PowerPoint and read through the information there. And it's a slightly silly question because we're asked to think about the momentum of a charging elephant and compare it to the momentum of a speeding bullet. And the question is, which one is the most dangerous? Okay, so looking at these two, I would probably, maybe, don't know what you think, but I would think, well, the bullet looks more dangerous. I mean, look how fast it's going. 756 meters per second. That's more than twice the speed of sound. Whereas the old elephant trundles along at 7 meters a second. Well, I mean, I suppose it is quite fast. The fastest sprinter in the world would be about 10 meters per second. Okay, so which of these two things, a charging elephant or a speeding bullet, is the most dangerous? We're going to use momentum to tackle that question. So we're going to use our formula P equals M times V. So for the elephant, P equals 5,500, 5.5 tons times 7. So using the calculator, let's turn it on. We've got 5,500 times 7 equals, and that says 38,500. 38,500 kilogram meters per second. Okay, so it's massive. It's got a huge momentum, 38,500. Let's compare that to the bullet. Now the bullet is travelling at twice the speed of sound, more than twice, but it doesn't have a very large mass. So, using the same equation, let's work out the momentum of the speeding bullet. So it's 0.0042, not a very big bullet, times 756. So the momentum of the bullet, use my calculator again. So it's 0.0042 times 756 equals, you can see that, 3.1752. 3.1752 kilogram meters per second. So we can see immediately that the elephant has an absolutely enormous momentum, 38,500, whereas the bullet has a much smaller momentum. Now, if either of these were to hit you, you can see straight away that the elephant, well, you wouldn't be able to stop the elephant. It would just trample straight over you, not doing you any good at all. Whereas the bullet, I would imagine that very painful, potentially fatal injury if it hits the wrong place, but you could survive that. So believe it or not, using our Ideas of momentum. I think we've concluded that the elephant is by far the most dangerous object, and the speeding bullet, whilst dangerous, nothing like as dangerous, if you were to get on the wrong end of it, as a charging elephant. And please work through the rest of the PowerPoint, and there's some practice examples for you to try. Good luck.